BBC star left bankrupt after drug and alcohol battle when she got rich from TV work. BBC star Miquita Oliver has admitted her early television success spiraled into addiction and financial ruin after becoming rich in her early 20s. The presenter, 42, reflected on the dramatic highs and lows of her career during an appearance on the How to Fail with Elizabeth Day podcast, revealing how landing major TV jobs at a young age changed her life almost overnight. Miquita, who found fame presenting Popworld, T4 and later BBC Radio 1 shows, recalled the moment she discovered just how much money she was about to earn. "I remember exactly where I was when I heard things," she said.
Wet boots ruining your mornings? The job site boot dryer uses gentle, fanless heat to quietly dry boots, shoes, and gloves overnight, helping reduce dampness and odor. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/4 before it's gone.
"I remember walking upstairs and my agent told me how much money I was going to make that year, and I was 20. And I remember thinking, Jesus Christ, I'm rich." She explained the news came as a huge shock because she had grown up in a family without money and was still living at her grandmother's home in a bedroom previously used by her cousin, singer Mabel. Looking back, Miquita admitted she initially embraced her newfound success. "I was a bit like, right, I guess I can do anything. And I had a really nice sort of year or two of really enjoying my success." However, she said things soon took a darker turn. "Lily Allen got famous around then as well, and I was like, gosh, this is all going very well, isn't it?" She continued. "And then 23, 24, I don't know what happened. And I just had a shift, and suddenly it was all about trying to keep it all together. I guess pressure, the pressure of weekly TV." Miquita has previously spoken openly about the financial difficulties that followed the height of her television career. In 2011, she was declared bankrupt after failing to pay a tax bill before later rebuilding both her career and finances. The broadcaster has also recently reflected on another difficult chapter from her early fame, breaking down in tears while discussing her former feud with fellow presenter Fionn Cotton. Speaking on the BBC Sounds Miss Me podcast with Jordan Stevens, Miquita admitted she had been awful to Fionn in her 20s after publicly calling her a devil woman in an interview more than 2 decades ago. She said, "Basically, when I was 20, I did something really awful that I was really ashamed of for a long time." In 2005, she did an interview with NME and was asked how she would improve Top of the Pops, to which she replied, "Get rid of the she-devil Fionn Cott." Miquita was sacked from her BBC Radio 1 gig as a direct result of the remarks. She told Jordan, "I wasn't very nice about her at all, I was awful about her, and I was fired from Radio 1 because of it. We didn't like each other. I don't even think she didn't like me, but because I'd been so awful about her, I think she stayed away from me." Miquita said she later realized the pair had been pitted against one another by media coverage at the time, explaining that she had felt she didn't fit the mold of what a television presenter should look like. The pair have since reconciled after Fionn reached out with a supportive message on Instagram. Miquita described the exchange as healing, while Fionn later replied publicly, "Beyond grateful for how we've reconnected.